Good morning. Morning, everyone. Welcome back. Anthony, good evening. Another lockdown? That's too bad to hear. I thought we were going, you know, to the end of this thing, but looks like in some countries it's just getting back. What about GJ yesterday? GJ was crazy yesterday. Look at this move. This was crazy. It recovered this whole move that made to the downside. At least it was a nice fake out. Did a retest after it closed back into the range. Yeah, I hope this virus ends once for all because it's getting boring now. It's been too long. There's no lockdown here. We're living normally, but the only thing is that the masks are a must. If you don't wear a mask, then you get a fine. But at least who cares about masks when you're not in lockdown? Lockdown is the worst thing. Looks like we have EJ coming up. Good example. This is a good example for some questions that I get, which are do you take the retest if it comes after a few days? Probably not. not this one at least, because a lot changes until that time comes. Like we had interest rates on GBP, so it can affect a lot of things. Look at EA. EA's been crazy. Looks like it did respect this break and retest here on this candle. Then got rejected once, twice, even though this was a deep retest. Then closed just a little below, so it was some kind of fake out here. Then it closed above again, so we might see some continuation here on EA. Let's see, we'll just go through some pairs to see what's happening. Today we are a little bit early. Not early, to be honest. This is where it's supposed to start the stream. So I'm usually late. Today on time. And we're gonna have plenty of time. The worst thing is GJ is back in the range. Yeezy Cat is back in the range. This is the worst thing. Sahaj King, I said this yesterday, your question. If I take a trade, it's probably going to be on Instagram. So I didn't take any trades on New York session yesterday. Only trade I took was GU. So no, I didn't take any trades. Okay, Aussie dollar is at support. We know this minor zone 2 days ago when we were waiting for it, or 3 days ago, I don't know, last few days. We had the zone formed. It was all the way back when we had the 4-hour retest after breaking the consolidation, and that we missed the retest here. So what did we say? We wait for a break above this resistance, this minor zone, so we can enter and go with the momentum. Then this zone got respected a few times after that too. Got closed below, made a retest. This was affected by the news, so there was FOMC, which means we don't really look at it. But it did respect the zone even after that. We got a few rejections. Then we got another rejection here and a few rejections here too. So can we count this as a zone here? Yes, we can. It is a very good zone. Should we take buys because it is a breakout? There's some retest here. Now there was a move here. The move was done, which means the break and retest worked. It moved all the way up, almost at the next resistance, and it came back, got rejected. So what we can do here is wait for price to close below, maybe for a move to a downside, or else wait for the 4 hour, and if the 4 hour goes all the way up here, closes above, then we might think about some buys if we break that resistance. So we'll have to see. Wait, sir, check my trade, check my trade, check my trade. Wait. Your trade comes after I'm done with analyzing mine, so wait, patience. Looks like NZD US dollar did a break and retest on the 4 hour. Pretty nice. See anything else? Your cat is very, very messy. Let's see what's happening here. First of all, this is daily zone. This is the daily zone, and you can see how we got close below this. Somehow, as a break and retest of the daily, it did respect the zone yesterday. We got a rejection, but it was not enough. It was not enough. I think I'm gonna skip this. We'll see later on if it does give us something, because right now it's just consolidating. Can we take this as a level if it does break above or not? I think even though we had some rejections here, looks risky, but we'll see. When we see the candle closing above here, then we'll consider it, but right now I don't think so. Looks like EU might continue to the upside. We'll see. Okay, let's take a look at your charts now. %, secured GBP USD. So what about this? First of all, I don't trade low time frames. Second, I don't know why you took this trade. What was your confirmation? Why did you enter? Because from what I see, you entered on the wick here, which doesn't really make sense because you didn't wait for a breakout. Maybe it's an impulse entry, but that's not how I trade. It's too risky, I think. GBP NZD, we don't trade GBP NZD, but maybe you can send a chart and we'll take a look at it. So there's What is this? Have no idea. Suitor scheme. No idea what this is. But looks good setup for a break and retest. If it does close above. Looks clean. Clean traffic on the left after the retest. So here's my plan here on Euro US dollar. On Euro US dollar we have more room to continue up. We had this 4-hour support, we got rejected, and we have the next one all the way up here, which means there's more room to push up. So what can we do here? We have another minor zone created or above this, and if the 4-hour, if the 1-hour closes above here, we will consider taking some buys. So let's wait and see what happens. EJ, Bay2, what about TJ? Looks like it has formed a resistance here. EJ is pretty close to the next zone here on the 4-hour. So I don't know if I'm gonna be thinking about buying EJ. So I don't know. It has some zones in between, even though it does look like if it closes above, we might see continuation to the upside here, and maybe a rejection after we know that that's a pretty strong zone when we broke a few days ago, 2 days ago to be exact.
That I was looking on the 4-hour chart on EJ, and I'm looking to the left until like 22nd of July. I saw this rejections, and it's continuing on the 11th of August. So I was thinking that this is an important.
Yeah, I see. You can spot it pretty easy that it's a good zone. I see. Yeah, maybe we'll take it. Why not? Since we have at least a 30 pip range until the next zone, so why not? It makes sense.
Yeah, and on the 2 days ago, there was a huge wick testing this area again. Where can I? I'm gonna here. Oh, hold on. Not here, right here. This one.
Yeah. We'll see if we close above. If we close above, then I think we're gonna push to the next one here, to the next zone. Maybe when we reach this, we're gonna get rejected, but at least should respect this zone. We have a good range, 32 pips. 20 would be enough for us, so let's wait. See, we have plenty of rejections, so even on the past, I saw that there was a lot of rejection at this level. So it makes sense. We'll wait. But for shorts on EJ, this is the plan for shorts on EJ, because selling here, we don't know if it's gonna break or not. So it's the same thing as we talked about yesterday on Euro CAD. this is a level here now, and this is a pretty strong level, and if we do break above and retest, we can continue to this next zone. Now this is a major zone too, and we expected a retest days ago, but we didn't get it. Now it's coming back little by little, and when it comes back to this zone, we can't just take sell because it's been 2 days. The whole situation is changed now. It's not the same thing. Break and retest is about momentum. We want to take trades when there's momentum, we have a breakout, a retest, and we expect continuation. But the retest coming 2 days after, it's always risk because it can, the whole situation can change. Now, what can we do here? If price comes all the way up here and starts rejecting, we don't take it. We wait for price to reject all the way down, break below the zone, then we can take the retest of this zone and continuation to the next one. So this zone is gonna be very key for us if we want to take sells on EuroCAD, because after rejecting this zone here, price needs to drop, right? And if it does break this zone too, we might get a chance to enter, and price can still continue to the downside, because this can be also daily retest, but we can't take it right away like we take trades every day because it's coming 2 days after. So we don't know. Now it's just gonna be, a resistance, not a retest. We can say it can be a retest, but it's been too long since it broke below, and it's not a fresh trade. So that's what we're gonna wait. A rejection, then when we break below this, we can wait for the retest of this zone to take sells. Just like we wanted yesterday on EuroCAD. That's the way to trade daily retest, because daily retest needs or requires a bigger stop loss, because the zones on the daily are bigger, and 20 pip stop loss is not exactly what we can use. Sometimes the retests are deeper or bigger than 20 pips, so we need to wait for minor zones to break so we can find an entry. So let's wait. We'll wait and see what happens. GJ looks good. The only problem is that we don't want to trade GJ inside of this consolidation. But I guess we'll have no other choice, so we might try it. If it does break above that 136, maybe it gives us a good chance to enter. Okay, these charts that I'm getting from this guy, Mehul FX, they all look great opportunities, but these stocks, we don't trade stocks, and I don't know about you, but I don't have information for them, so I can't get involved, and I don't know if they work with technicals. I mean, they're basically affected by fundamentals a lot. So as a setup, it looks great. All-time high. If it does make a retest, God knows how far it can go, because I've seen pairs making all-time highs, and I happened to be in a trade once on Germany index, and it was the time like I sold at the top. There was no other history of being priced there, and it broke above. and I couldn't find any information why it was pushing. Lost a lot of money in that trade because it made new highs, and man, it didn't stop for hours. There was like 6 or 7 big candles pushing after it broke the after it make a new all-time high. There was no retest at all, just pushing and pushing, pushing after it broke that resistance and made a new all-time high. So it's very risky, but I don't know if technicals work on this. It looks a great setup, but you need to be careful also. Look for fundamentals because they can affect a lot. Yeah, that was in the beginning when I was trading in the beginning, not break and retest. So I learned a great lesson there. If you're aware of any information that you can provide on any alleged funding capital firms, yeah, FTMO is good. There are some others now on the market, but I don't know about them. Okay, so the thing is we are waiting for EJ to break. Also Euro USD, but I think EJ is better. EJ is better and has a better range to fill here. There's not much traffic on the left, see? Once we break this, next zone is all the way up here. There's no zone in between. That's what I like about this. So we'll see if we do get what we want here. So we'll see. Any tips for FTMO? Just a trade break and retest, you'll be good. Use good risk. Make it work because it's a great opportunity. Jimmy Miller, GBP overbought. I think you can never say it's overbought or oversold or anything like that. Like I said, you can always push more and more and more. You can never say, okay, it has dropped enough now, it's gonna pull back. Even for pullbacks, you need confirmations. And if you just think it's overbought, it's gonna pull back, that's the wrong way to trade. Because I tried that, believe me, and it's not a good idea at all. It's the worst idea to do that. You can always push more and more and more. You have a lot of examples when that happened. You can have weeks of dropping, and it's not gonna make even a small pullback. We'll see. EJ looks good. We'll see. I hope just we get a retest because we get a breakout because we have 8 minutes left until the candle closes. So we need a good break above. If we don't get it, we might switch to EU because EJ is not giving us hopes for now. Do you sometimes make live trades on calls, on lives? Sometimes no, but every day. Watch the previous streams and you'll know. Does your view of a dollar CAD change? I tried to buy on the retest but got stopped out. Where did you try to buy USD CAD? Because I didn't say to buy on the retest. We had a good discussion what to do with USD CAD. If you heard me, then you know that I said to not take the retest. So my view on USD CAD is to wait for a break below this, maybe, if we do get that. Yeah, 1.32. I said not to take buys on the retest. And I drew everything that you needed to know what to do with USD CAD. I drew candles, what I expected, so there was no buys. We'll see. We will see. For now, we don't have anything. 4 minutes left. Aussie dollar might push to the upside. Got rejected pretty nice. We have a small zone here on Aussie dollar. I don't know how sure we can be, but we got rejected a few times. So we'll see. I'm just gonna wait to see how all these pairs are gonna close, then choose one maybe to enter. Aussie dollar looks good. UJ, EA, EJ, it's not that good. We need a good close above. Even though it's closing above, it's very weak close, and it has only 2-3 pips above, which is not what we want. We need a good close, just like Euro USD is doing. The only thing that worries me is that after it closes, the next candle pushes straight to the upside, and we don't get a chance to enter. That's the only thing.